BBG playing
TimeThief, RaidRaptor. It was something for fun. I really just wanted to play this deck for fun. I was going to play it last Thursday at Cards and Board Games, but decided not to. I realized there was too many real decks in the room. PBG, there's a couple newer people. I was like, let's just try it out anyways. It's really just for fun. It's not something that I'll play too often competitively. It can do something. It does put up a pretty good field, but like I said, it's just for fun. I'll get with the deck profile. Starting off, 3 Regulator. This card is, of course, the best normal summon, but it dies to too many hand traps. Well, dies to only a couple, I guess. I lied. Dies to Baylor, Imperm, Ash, Gamma, and whatever else stops me from summoning from deck. But other than that, that's 1 card combo. Next, 3 Winder. This card's actually not too bad. It's a pretty good extender as well, because you can just detach from an Xyz monster to summon it from hand. On normal or special summon, it adds any TimeThief card, so that's not bad either. The new card, Adjuster. This is a Foolish Burial. It's also like a Kage to Kage. So say if you have it in hand, you normal or special summon any TimeThief monster, then this can just summon out from hand. But you can only use one of the effects per turn, so you can either special or Foolish Burial. So if you summon off Regulator with Winder, you get to search and dump at the same time. It's not bad. Next are the 1-ofs, the 1 Bezel Ship, and then the 1 Chrono Quoter. This one summons back from graveyard. If you control a Xyz monster, detach the material, summon it back. It gets banished when it leaves the field. This one summons back if a Xyz monster leaves the field by card effect. So you can proc it itself with Redoer and combo off still with that, or just a chump blocker as well. This one also lets you attach from your opponent's graveyard by tributing itself. But if you summon it back off its own effect, then yeah, of course it's getting banished. That's it for TimeThief, just the 11. Next for the RaidRaptors. Pretty much start off with the 1 Singing Lanius. This is the first one you are going to search off of 4 Strix. Just for the fact that it's just a free special summon as long as you control a RaidRaptor. Then you play the 1 Raider's Wing. Now this also counts as a Phantom Knight card, so in case you do draw, like say, I am playing Rusty Bardiche, so in case you do draw like your 1 target, your boots, then you can send this off of Bardiche as well and still set a Fog Blade or anything like that. And also, it's an extender from either hand or grave, which is also good. Just detach the material from a Dark Xyz monster, summon it back. Double Strangulanius, the only one that you want to see possibly in your ultimate hand, even though it does lock you into darks. But as long as you control a dark monster, you can special summon this out of your hand. Like I said, you are locked in darks after that. This is the 1 brick you really don't want to see in your hand, Mimicry Lanius. So pretty much this one, you really just want to summon it off from the Link 2 Y-Strix. Because it does nothing in your opening hand unless you open like another one of these 2 or this right here. Otherwise, it does nothing. Other than that, when it's sent to graveyard, well, the turn that it's sent to graveyard, you can banish and add another RaidRaptor card, so just a combo extender as well. And then, of course, the 1 Boots for Bardiche. And then the 3 Parallel Exceed combo extender. It's also good to start off with this because then you can make like additional rank 4s like the new TimeThief Double Barrel or Tornado Dragon or even Abyss Dweller or stuff like that. Hand traps, 3 Ash Blossom and then 3 Gamma and the 1 Driver. Ash Blossom, just most generic hand trap. Gamma and Driver, of course, because I do play Lambda, and you can proc it with Redoer, so you can actually search out the Gamma on your turn and then just Gamma your opponent and be perfectly fine. Have an extra form of interruption with a full field. Also, having this and Regulator in hand is broken because that means you don't die to Ash or a Gamma. It's pretty good at that point. It's pretty much extra copies of Call by Grave at that point. That's it for the monsters. For the spells, for the TimeThief spells, I played 2 Startup. It just lets you special summon one from hand. Also, you can banish it from the grave during the main phase. Equip the monster spell and trap of the TimeThief cards to a TimeThief Xyz monster. But that part never really comes up. But it's an extra little extender in case you draw like Winder plus Adjuster and you need the effect of Adjuster to Foolish. Then you can just go normal, then special off of this, or add this and special summon any other TimeThief from your hand to do combo. Sometimes you have to, so sometimes it works. Double Talents in case you get hand trapped, so I can draw a card, look at my opponent's hand or anything like that. Good going second as well, of course, taking your opponent's monster. Rank up cards, the one Soul Shade Force, that's of course just makes Cyber Dragon Infinity. You get it off of Y-Strix. The one Phantom Knight rank up magic, the new one, just because you can, it's an extra little interruption with any Dark rank 4 and Arc Rebellion in the extra deck. Didn't really come up that often. Actually, I don't even think I used it once, but it's there just in case. Next for generic one-ofs, Monster Reborn and Extender. Fall by the Grave being, I don't like hand traps against this deck. If you hand trap my Regulator, I pretty much lose. And then one Feather Duster just for outing back row. For traps, this one I probably should be a 3 of, the double Shade Brigandine. I wanted to play 3, but then again, I just didn't have the room. I'm already playing 42 cards. And I wanted to play a couple other cards in here as well. But 2 worked out pretty well. I actually drew a lot, or I just searched it with boots or anything like that. Set out Bardiche. Double Fogblade. One of these was supposed to be the Phantom Knight Claw or something like that. The one that's a RaidRaptor's card as well. It was supposed to be playing that, but I couldn't find one when I was making the deck. So I just put in Double Fogblade. Came out perfectly fine. Yeah, it's pretty broken against a lot of decks still. And then I played 2 TimeThief trap cards. The one flyback, this lets you, on field, it lets you equip the TimeThief monster from, I think, grave or deck to it. Or hand or deck. And then from grave, I can steal a card from my opponent's graveyard and attach it to, like, a TimeThief monster. So if they're trying to add something back, I can say, okay, give me that and put underneath redo her. Pretty broken at that point. And then the one retrograde, it's a spell and trap negate. It stops Dark Rule a little more. It stops talents. It stops evenly. Stops anything except for monster effects, but that's fine. I already have enough stuff on field to stop monster effects, so it's not bad. You don't really want to see at multiples. You really just want to either draw the one or search it off of Winder and then go from there. That's it for the main deck. That's 42 cards. It worked pretty well for the most part. Side deck. Sorry, extra deck. Start off with links. I play the one All Mirage just in case you do have to start off. If say you have Chronocoder or Regulator, say the Regulator gets either Veilered or Impermed or anything, you can just make this. And if you have Parallel Exceed in hand, you start your combo from there. It's not too bad. The one Y-Strix, of course, that's just for the combo with the RaidRaptor cards. One Lambda just to make just in case. If you know you have like double Gamma in your hand, you have Regulator. You make it off the first Gamma and Driver and then just keep on going from there and your combo is still safe. Of course, the one Bardiche. It's Bardiche. I get Fog Blades from it. That's it for the links. I only played the 4. I didn't really need anything else. Now for the rank 4s. Double 4 Strix, you need it for the combo. Getting free searches off this is pretty good. The one Abyss Dweller, I didn't actually summon it all day, but it came up in mine before it was an Omega, just in case for the Gamma and Driver, just to make something. But I was like, this should be better. Next, I played Tornado Dragon, just out back row, of course. I played one of each of the TimeThief rank 4s. I actually never got the chance to summon this card because this card was just infinitely better. I did want to try it out, but it just never really came up. Especially since I never really drew Parallel Exceed as much as I wanted to either. Perpetua was always being made with this in Cyber Dragon Infinity just for the fact that I can put more material underneath Cyber Dragon Infinity so it's not as easy to run over, or I can continue negating on my opponent's turn as well. And of course, giving this a trap, but if it doesn't already have one, or a spell to draw a card is broken. Same thing with this. The effects are pretty broken, but it just never really came up. Now next, I play the Raiders Knight with the Arc Rebellion. This goes for OTKs. You literally just set up a field. If your opponent didn't really do much, you go into this, and normally you're dealing at least 8,000 damage. Every time I did, I think I did 88 or more, so it worked out perfectly fine. The one Cyber Dragon Infinity for a Soul Shade Force. Aiming with this on your field is pretty good. It's an Omni Negate, so you can't get evenly straight out the gate, even if you don't have the trap card. But yeah. And then the one Zeus, because I'm playing a shit ton of Xyz monsters, why not have it? Never actually summoned it, but it's a good card to have just in case. Most people, once they saw the actual field, they couldn't really do much, so they kind of just scooped. But yeah.
Sideboard?
Sideboard. Of course, it's all personal preference depending on your locals, but for me, well, some of these cards are pretty staple for everybody to use. Like Double Lancia. It's good against a lot of decks this format. Tri-Brigade, Dino, Invoked, Dragon Link, Eldritch. It's good against a lot of stuff. Of course, Double Lancia as well. Sorry, Double Nibiru as well. Good against most combo decks right now. Good against Tri-Brigade, good against Dragon Link. Spell and Trap removal, other than just the Feather Duster 3 Cosmic. This is actually still great against Eldritch. You don't want their traps going to grave anyways. 3 Darker One or more, because it's very hard to deal with a fully established board like Dragon Links. So if you activate this, get rid of their field, and then make your own field, be able to pop stuff with Bardiche, get rid of stuff with Cyber Dragon Infinity, just sucking whatever up is in attack mode. And yeah, it's not bad. Next, I play the Imperial Order for going first. Of course, I don't want to get hit by Dark One or more. Twin Twisters, Lightning Storm, or anything like that. Double Ice Dragon's Prisons, good against Dragon matchup, Dino matchup. It's not too bad against Tri-Brigade matchup. It stops them from setting up as much as they want to, but Revolt just says, who cares? It's not bad against Invoked either, so that's another good thing. You can literally just take their Alistair and everything. Same thing against Eldritch. And then double evenly for first going second. Just want to be able to clear boards. Like certain boards like Tri-Brigade, they don't put up any spell and trap negates or anything like that. So this card just outs their entire board and they can't do anything about it. Also good, it's great against prank kids too. That's another good thing about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my list. Like I said, this list was for fun. Whatever criticism comes with it, comes with it. It's whatever. I liked it. I had fun with it. But yeah, that's it. Signing off, guys.
See you next time.